Spider-Man Brand New Day, another Spider-Man project. It's coming. It's coming. You know, Bonesaw's not ready because we have no trailer. And I really want a trailer. Even Destin Daniel Crenton commented on, I've seen it. A lot of people are very hungry for this trailer. I don't know why. It's like, well, because it's Spider-Man, bro. And he started teasing that thing back a year ago on set. So
showing some epic stuff.
That's why we're foaming at the mouth for it. And apparently, a few months ago, the trailer leaked. Very blurry, very hard to watch. I tried, but it's hard to tell what's what in that trailer. And now we're getting word that there's an alternate trailer and that there's a little bit of a breakdown. And on top of that, just a day ago, we got some artwork of different villains and also maybe a Savage Hulk. And so we're going to take a look at this artwork. We're going to break down just a little bit from the trailer. It's honestly not that much, but I will add, I don't know, for you sensitive guys, I will add a spoiler reaction discussion just in case.
Yes.
But I don't think it's going to be too spoilery. So
yeah,
let's take a look at this. One, I'm going to put up here a new promo of the Spidey suit while I talk about this. Check this out. Really, yeah, clean, very clean. So this comes to us from comicmovie.com. They say with less than 6 months to go until Spider-Man MND swings into the theaters, it's looking increasingly likely that Sony will be following the same marketing of Spider-Man No Way Home. That movie didn't get a teaser trailer until 4 months before its December 2021 release. And the studio hasn't had its hand for it's I guess it hasn't had its hand forced by December's blurry leak that I mentioned. Today, 3C Films has shared a breakdown of an alternate trailer for Spider-Man Brand New Day. The YouTube account says this comes from the same source that gave them a Scream 7 trailer description over a month before its release online. For the most part, it's similar to the leaked teaser. This is pretty much what's in it, okay? We're not going to give out too much. Plug your ears, Zach, if you don't want to hear. This time, though, it appears with Spider-Man and the Punisher talking in the latter's battle van. The wall caller webs up and takes Frank Castle's gun, making it clear that he doesn't approve of his fellow vigilantes' violent brand of justice. So him and Daredevil are right on brand.
Yeah.
The Scorpion is fully revealed in this sneak peek and is wearing a suit that's said to be a cross between the classic comics and what we saw in Insomniac Spider-Man video game.
Okay.
Take a look. Did I put it on here? I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. I thought I took a picture of his, but he's got a lot of villains in this. So there's a moment of levity with Spidey being pushed up against the window of a bus and dragged across it, creating a squeaky glass noise, I guess. However, the person who saw the footage shared that their take that the web swinging I saw is ugly.
Ooh.
They also weren't sold on the comedy just yet. Destin Daniel Cretton has prioritized practical web swinging for Spider-Man Brand New Day, something Home trilogy director John Watts warned against due to how it ends up looking on camera. We'll have to wait and see, what Destin pulled off. Peter Parker's meeting with Bruce Banner is still there, but they now discuss gene mutation. Later, Spider-Man emerges from a web cocoon in an alleyway, and yes, he has organic web shooters now. Finally, Peter.
Wait, what? Organic? What?
Did you hear about this rumor? Yeah.
He's gonna be like the Toby webs.
It seems like we are getting inch by inch closer to him transforming into the Man Spider. Yeah.
Ooh, and that's why they're introducing it in Spider-Man Noir, so people kind of get used to the idea. And then, okay.
Yeah. So it seems like they're gonna play with that lore a little bit, and there was a promo of it coming out of his wrist, which people speculated. And so,
Mm.
rumor for now, take it with a grain of salt, but it seems like we're getting that way. Finally, Peter turns away when he sees MJ at a party about to kiss another guy, played by the gentleman from Ahsoka that we talked about before.
Mm.
Man bun dude. And they later bump into each other in a hallway and smash. No, I'm just kidding. And he says he's just a neighbor, and prompting MJ to sarcastically respond, "Just your friendly neighbor." Finally, while the YouTube account stresses that this is just a rumor, it sounds like Tom Holland's brother Harry is playing Boomerang, Tom Holland's real brother. He was cut from Spider-Man No Way Home after portraying a bicycle thief captured by the wall crawler. My Time to Shine, meanwhile, has said the Marvel considered having rapper Cardi B cameo as a villain in Spider-Man Brand New Day montage, but we're not buying it. I don't think they went with that. So that's kind of it. Okay, done. We're done. No more potential spoilers, but maybe that might be all made up. You never know, right?
Yeah.
Until you see it. So let's go into the Evan Bernstein classroom and take a look at some stuff I collected for us to look at and get these bad boys out of here. All right. Apparently, this is the Hulk that we're getting.
Okay.
We are so back, baby. I want to ask you, one, how do you feel about getting back to a Savage Hulk? And two, how do you think that this could possibly happen in Spider-Man Brand New Day?
Yeah, I think that's the big thing. I'm kind of mixed on having Savage Hulk because it feels like it's such a jump from where we last saw him the last couple times. I am not a hater of Smart Hulk. As a reader of Hulk, I like when he goes through his evolutions. He can't just be the bumbling beast all the time. So they have to kind of explain within the movie why he's back to being Savage, which scares me because then it feels like it's going to take time away from the Spider-Man story. So, because if it has all these villains and Punisher and other people that they've rumored to be in it, but if they find a way to do it in a quick, simple, tied into the overall plot way, because I kind of heard it was about the movie's kind of about Spider-Man's blood and it's also about Hulk's blood. So if that's a way they tie it together, well, that's why they both are teaming up for this, and he hulks out like that, then I'm fine. Because this looks awesome. It's time, right? He's been Smart Hulk for a long time. So it's time for him to go back. I would like a combination. Right? Like for him to kind of like have you ever seen the animated Avengers Assemble show?
Yes.
If it's that kind of Hulk where he's strong, he's angry sometimes, but he's still smart and kind of can talk and feel, that's what I'm down for.
Yeah. I feel like we're getting a alternate version of Doc Connors's the Lizard, right? As we're getting rumors and some pictures, Dr. Banner is actually going to be a professor of Tom Holland's Spider-Man when he's in college.
Yeah.
And as we know, Connors was the professor, does a little bit of experimenting on himself, and the Lizard comes out. I think we're going to swap that storyline with Dr. Banner. And that is a really cool in-universe way to get the Hulk back to the Savage Hulk that we know and love.
That's great.
Is he gonna stay like that? I have no idea. But this is a great way to connect it to Spider-Man, so it makes us feel for the character because they have a relationship. They are on the Avengers. They never had any scenes together. This will make up for that. And now we get a cool Lizard type storyline with more Bruce, Mark Ruffalo. Yeah. And who doesn't want more Mark Ruffalo in their life?
Of course, he's great. And the thing is, he doesn't remember Peter. So, like, even if they didn't have scenes together, he doesn't remember him because of what happened in No Way Home. So it's gonna be interesting to see like Peter trying to care for him and make sure he's good. And he's like, why are you so like into me? Like I can see that.
Right.
And then him turning into the Hulk and then Hulk remembering. I've heard that as a rumor too. Like the magic effect might not affect the Hulk because he wasn't available there because he's technically a separate person. So that'd be really interesting.
So I think there's a lot that you can play with that. All right, let's take a look at the other villains. Before we get into the other images of the villains, I do want to just mention this is the 8 rumored villains. That's right. You heard it. 8 rumored villains. So for Spider-Man Brand New Day, it looks like we're going to have Scorpion, Tombstone, Boomerang. The Hand is going to play a part, which cannot wait to see Spider-Man against some ninjas. That's badass. Yeah. Ramrod is rumored. Tarantula is rumored. 8-Ball is rumored, and Shathra is rumored. So before we get into the actual images that I want to show you of some of these, based on some promo art, what do you think about having so many different villains in this new beginning of a second Tom Holland Spider-Man trilogy?
I kind of like it a lot because Scorpion was already in a past film, even though he wasn't suited up, but you bring him over. Tombstone is not something is probably like a check-in. He's probably not going to have to like do too much with that character. I feel like Boomerang, 8-Ball, Tarantula, and Ramrod are going to be like opening of the movie, right? He mocks him up. This is how we see the swinging at the action scene. He just takes out some bumbling villains. Because there's like a comic called the silly Six or something like that, or the Secret Six. Yeah. There's a bunch of B, C, D Spider-Man villains who like keep trying to be bigger than they actually are, and Spider-Man foils them really quick at the end. I can see them doing that with here. And I heard Ramrod is actually going to be in something else, so that'll be also interesting to introduce him. Shathra, I don't know much about, so she looks badass. So I don't know if she's going to be mocked up fast or be like bigger into it. But the Hand is the most interesting because I think the Hand is going to be in season 2 of Daredevil. I believe that's what I heard. So for them to tie it in and have it in Spider-Man, it'll be a nice through line where you feel like, okay, we're back to things connecting directly.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And it's like, come on, we know Daredevil's going to be in this. Don't mess with us. Like, come on.
Okay. Like an after credit scene.
Akers is actually asking some really fantastic questions in the chat. I just want to let you know we're going to get to that. I just want to get through the rest of these images. And then, we'll talk. She asked a really cool question, like, what's your favorite 3 MCU directed movies? Which is interesting way to ask it. So I love that. I really love that. Before we get into that, though, what do you think about this?
Whoa. Whoa.
Let's go.
It looks great.
Marvin Jones the Third. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Marvin Jones the Third. Amazing voice, amazing screen presence. Yeah. And if this turns out to actually be his version of Tombstone, this is fantastic. It makes me so excited to see him portray this character in live action. This is exactly what you want Tombstone to be and look like. You see the wires, you see this is a behind the scene, but this damn near could be the Tombstone that we are getting. So what do you think about this image of Tombstone?
This is a trailer image. This is end of trailer. Tombstone has him in his hand. You cut the black. Everybody's like, oh my God, this is it.
Great. Right? I love it. Yeah.
It immediately makes Tombstone an immediate threat if they do that in the trailer. The character is just a fascinating character to have because he's not someone Spider-Man can just beat up. You know, he's a character that Spider-Man usually doesn't have to pull his punches with because he's so strong. So he's an opportunity to see this Peter Parker go all out again because we saw him do it against Green Goblin. And then we want more opportunities for where he doesn't have to play it safe. So I think that this is dope.
Yeah, no, I really like it. I really like it. I think Tombstone's going to be presented to the uninitiated in a big bad way. And if it's anything like this, this is the way to do it. So Marvin Jones III, best casting choice for the voice and for the live action. I think this is really going to turn people on to how perfect of a casting and how cool of a character Tombstone is within the Spider-Man lore.
He might steal the show.
He might, yeah. Let's take a look at supposedly Tom Holland's brother, Boomerang. What do you think? Kind of looks like Charlie Cox's face, honestly.
It does. It does look like Charlie Cox, but it looks like a created character in like a fantasy thing, like a basic NPC. It's cool. Like, you know, the only Boomerang character that's cool is in DC. You know, Boomerang
isn't that a DC character? Yeah, I'm like, what?
Yeah, Captain Boomerang is cool, but Boomerang in the Marvel, he's part of that Secret Six, like these silly characters. That's not that serious, and it could be a serious situation where like that's what it is, right? He doesn't take them serious. They build up themselves, and then they become a threat towards the middle of the end of the movie. I think that would be really interesting. But his brother finally getting in, right? Like he's been cut like 3 times from these movies, so for him to get to play a villain, I think that's fun.
I do. I think that's really fun. I think that's better if it is true that it turns out to be his brother. What a fun way to play in this world a little bit, even if it's a one-off. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, last one. Let's take a look at Tarantula. What do you think about Tarantula? It's kind of giving me a little bit of He Works for the Hand vibes. A little bit. I mean,
it's giving me more G.I. Joe.
Like,
Snake Eyes.
Yeah,
and White Wolf, I think the character name is. That might be Marvel.
It does. Yeah, it does look like that.
Yeah, he kind of gives me
the
those.
Hand is red, so the red reminded me of like they got the ninja mask.
Yeah. I mean, that's a smart way to kind of like tie the character in without having to have him see separate, right? Like he's like a higher assassin, a different level of assassin for the Hand. So I think that's cool. It like once again, like with Boomerang, it's not an impressive costume, but maybe on screen it will be dope.
I totally think so. So that is a bunch of images and a few maybe spoiler breakdowns, but let us know what you guys think. Do you think that, these are accurate, that we're going to see, Peter evolve into the man spider, and that, Dr. Bruce Banner is going to go the Dr. Connors way, and that's how he gets back to the Savage Hulk, and that we're going to have all these villains in one movie, including the Hand, which is pretty cool. And does that excite you, or do you think that might be a little overkill and a little overload? Drop a comment below and let us know your guys' thoughts.